Archangel Michael says, finally. You open this special message sent by God. It's only for you. Don't tell anyone. Something very bad is about to happen in 10 minutes, open it immediately. My beloved child, breathe in slowly and feel your chest loosen as if a lock just clicked open. You were guided here by a pull that felt like urgency wrapped in mercy. That pull was protection arriving exactly on time. Close the door gently, straighten your spine, and place your right hand over your heart. Whisper your own name with quiet authority, as if returning a crown to its rightful place. Let your left hand rest on your belly, anchoring you to the present moment like a root gripping deep soil. A shadow tried to make you miss this timing with delays, noise, and sudden distractions. But heaven is more precise than clocks, and grace can make up minutes as if they were never lost. What sought to frighten you will now become a sign that points you home. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Here is your first instruction: choose stillness over frenzy, and clarity over fear. In stillness, the truth rises like ink in clear water, steadily forming readable lines. Your clarity is the firewall that panic cannot cross. There is an echo of betrayal that has circled your life like a vulture pretending to be a dove. It fed on misunderstandings, small rumors, and half-truths that wore friendly faces. Today, that echo collapses because the original lie is losing its breath. You will notice subtle confirmations that arrive like taps on a glass window. A familiar number will flash, a song lyric will align, and a phrase you needed will appear at the exact second your heart asks for it. Take each confirmation as a breadcrumb on the floor of a dark corridor that now leads to daylight. Archangel Michael says, hold your peace like a lit lantern, high enough that no shadow can climb your shoulder. Do not argue with what is already beneath your dignity. Let your lantern speak while you simply walk forward. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Now, center yourself with a small, sacred practice that requires no ritual tools. Press your thumb to your sternum and count to 7 with slow, deliberate breaths. With each breath, release a memory of hurt and receive a measure of calm that fits you like a tailored garment. Write the word "safe" on a small scrap of paper and keep it near your pulse, pocket, wrist, or over your heart. This is not magic, it is agreement. You are agreeing with heaven's verdict about you, and agreement is stronger than accusation. A certain pattern has been draining you like a small hole in a vessel. It did not look dangerous because it was ordinary, repetitive, and socially acceptable. But ordinary leaks can sink beautiful ships when captains ignore the hush between waves. Today the hush speaks. It says the leak is not your identity and never was. It says your worth is intact and your future is still unwritten in places that matter. Type Amen to get blessing 555. In the next moments, the mask on a situation will loosen at the edges. What pretended to be an opportunity will reveal the fine print of control. And what seemed like rejection will reverse and shine as direction. You will sense a warmth spreading across your chest like sunlight climbing a wall at dawn. That warmth is the peace test, the fruit of what is truly aligned. Where peace remains, you remain; where peace evaporates, you step away. If a memory tries to replay itself like a looped clip to hook you back into sorrow, press pause with your breath. Expand your lungs and let the loop shrink until it becomes a still frame that you can put back in the archive. You are the archivist of your story, not the prisoner of its basements. Archangel Michael says, your name is being lifted out of old files that were stamped with delay. Your name is being written into new pages that favor timely doors and kind faces. Your name is being pronounced correctly in rooms where it was once mishandled. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Take a sheet of paper and list 3 things that belong to you by right: your peace, your dignity, and your direction. Fold the paper once, as if tucking a promise into a pocket. Keep it near you until the day turns, and then place it somewhere safe. There is a place you have outgrown even though part of you still stands there out of habit. It is not a sin to leave, it is wisdom to relocate your soul to fresh air. Gravity changes when you stand in the right room. The interference that circled you fed on your willingness to explain yourself. You do not owe explanations to what refuses to hear. Your quiet exit will close the door with more finality than a loud speech ever could. This is not punishment, this is pruning. The branch remains, but the weight that never bore fruit is removed. Light reaches leaves that once knew only shade. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Within these 10 minutes, a path will separate like two rivers that no longer share a bed. One river carries what drains you, the other carries what completes you. You are being guided to step toward completion without ceremony or noise. If your hands shake, let them, but keep moving them forward. Shaking does not mean weakness, it means electricity is leaving old circuits. When the current finds the right circuit, it hums instead of sparks. You may notice a small kindness from a stranger that lands on you like a steadying hand. Accept it as a token that the world is safer than your fear predicted. Tokens add up, and soon they buy passage. Archangel Michael says, I have stationed calm at your doorframe. I have fastened truth to your sleeve like a bright stitch. I have placed courage in your mouth so you can speak once, and that will be enough. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Now choose 3 boundaries that honor your future. 1 boundary for your time, 1 boundary for your body, and 1 boundary for your attention. Boundaries are not walls against love. They are guardrails that keep love from driving off cliffs. Return to your breath if old names call to you from far rooms. Let them fade like echoes through long hallways you no longer walk. The hallway ends at a window, and that window opens to honest sky. You do not need to announce your healing to those who profited from your hurt. Your life will announce it for you by the way you hold a cup, answer a message, or leave a table early. Quiet choices become loud outcomes. This is the narrow bridge that does not sway under your feet. It feels new because it is strong, not because it is risky. Strength can feel like silence after storms. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. When your phone lights up, you will respond from rest, not from reflex. Rest is a decision first and a feeling second. Decide, and the feeling will catch up. If nothing lights up, that too is a mercy, because quiet can be a corridor to unmissable sight. The right message cannot be late to the right heart. What belongs will arrive with its own keys. There is a name that once sparked panic in your chest. Watch how that name loses its voltage now, like a wire pulled from a socket. What frightened you cannot run on power it no longer receives. Archangel Michael says, the countdown you feared is not a bomb, it is a birth. The pain was the pressure, not the punishment. The new breath you feel is yours to keep. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Walk to a mirror and acknowledge the survivor who became a builder. Builders lay foundations while others argue at empty lots. Your next home is made of decisions that honor you. Let your shoulders drop and your jaw unclench. Silence the inner voice that speaks in other people's tones. Invite the voice that sounds like truth wearing tenderness. Hold water in your mouth for a slow count of 5 and swallow. Imagine it carrying away the last dust of old rooms. Imagine it returning you to the river that completes you. If you feel the need to cry, treat each tear as a letter from your body thanking you for listening. Grief becomes a bridge when it is not shamed into a dungeon. You are crossing that bridge now. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Now that you have crossed, breathe like someone who has walked out of heavy air. The body remembers pressure even when the storm is past, so give it proof that the sky cleared. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, and feel the leftover thunder drain out quietly. You will notice how ordinary objects look kinder, as if they were waiting to be seen without fear. A cup on the table will feel like a small altar to peace you can actually touch. Let small things teach you that safety can be simple. There is a phone call you do not need to make and a conversation you no longer need to rehearse. Silence is not avoidance when it is chosen as stewardship. Hold your words like seeds and only plant them where the soil is ready. Your next step is to move one item in your space that carries old weight. It might be a message, a photo, or a shirt that taught your shoulders to shrink. Release it with gratitude, and your room will exhale with you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. A truth about your heart is arriving in a gentle way, like a letter that traveled far without a single tear in the envelope. The truth is that you never needed to audition for love. You needed only to recognize the stage that was built for you from the beginning. If a memory flashes like lightning, let it light the sky without striking the ground. You are not obligated to run into old rain just because it remembers your name. Watch, bless, and let the cloud move past the horizon. Choose one practice of dignity and do it now, even if nobody sees it. Sit tall when you type your name, breathe before you answer, and align your shoulders when you speak. Your posture tells your nervous system the room belongs to you, too. There will be a message that tries to bait your urgency, decorated in bright urgency flags. Read it like a calm gatekeeper who knows the village schedule better than the rumor. If it cannot pass the peace test, it cannot pass your gate. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Mark this moment with a small act of care that costs little but means much. Pour water into a plant, wipe a handle, or fold a blanket with the attention of a craftsman. Care is how you prove to your future that you're ready to carry it. A name that once loomed over your day will shrink to its true size, a pebble instead of a mountain. You may even feel a soft laugh rise, not mocking, just free. Let that laugh be the new soundtrack for walking away without apology. The path ahead has intersections that used to confuse you because every sign shouted at once. Now the signs feel like courteous hosts, each pointing in a single clear direction. You will choose without that old heaviness gripping your ribs. Make a list of 3 things you will not negotiate anymore: your sleep, your self-respect, and the pace that keeps your soul unbruised. Tape the list inside a drawer you open daily. Agreements in secret create victories in public. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Do not underestimate the power of gentle routines to guard great destinies. Drink water before you read messages, pray before you plan, and stretch before you speak. Your future prefers a well-tended instrument over a frantic drum. You will feel a tug to explain your absence from places that fed on your presence. Let your new boundaries answer those questions for you without extra sentences. The quiet will feel like a locked door that no longer needs to be guarded. There is a gift coming wrapped in plain paper, timed like a train that arrives exactly when it says it will. It will look modest but carry the weight of a turning point. Receive it as if the future signed the card with your true name. The air around you is learning your new frequency, and the room is responding. Notice how conversations pause to listen when you enter with calm. This is authority without strain, favor without performance, and light without glare. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. If you feel a small ache in your chest, honor it like a final bell after a long fight. The ache is only your body catching up to a victory your spirit already claimed. Place a hand there and thank it for carrying you this far. When you step outside, look up for a brief moment and let the sky recalibrate your scale. Problems shrink when measured against honest blue. The horizon promises you are not trapped, you are traveling. Keep your phone on the table for 5 quiet minutes while you simply exist. No scrolling, no solving, just being a person who is safe in a room. Presence is the luxury your enemies could never afford. Your next opportunity will approach with humility, not hunger. It will respect your time, match your values, and make your peace louder. You will recognize it because it will not need to be wrestled into honesty. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. If you must say no, let it be a soft door closing with a clean latch. If you must say yes, let it be a sunrise that you stand to greet. Your answers are covenants now, not coins tossed into noisy fountains. Choose a time tonight to write a single paragraph about how you survived. Do not name villains or count losses, name the strengths you found and the wisdom you kept. Close the page with one sentence about the kind of love you will only accept. Wash your hands slowly, as if rinsing the last shadows from your fingerprints. Imagine your hands remembering only what they are called to carry. Dry them with intention, then touch your chest and claim your calm again. You are allowed to outgrow the version of you who know only how to fight. You are allowed to become the one who builds and invites and protects with ease. This allowance is not granted by others, it is granted by the truth inside you. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. You have outlived the midnight of your soul and now you stand where the air smells like fresh beginnings. Each step you take is paired with an unseen step of provision that matches your pace. What once pressed on your chest now slides off your shoulders like rain from a clean window. A name that anchored you to delay is dissolving into harmless distance. Doors that ignored you are unlatched, waiting for your calm hand, not your pleading. The ground beneath you has chosen to be steady. Shape your morning like a sanctuary you can carry anywhere. Drink water, face the light, and write 3 short lines of gratitude that speak like clear bells. Authority returns to people who honor small rituals. Release the need to be understood by those who refuse understanding. Let alignment speak where explanations have grown expensive. You are a whole sentence now, not a fragment seeking approval. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You will notice the curated signs that feel personal and precise. A blue cup, a single bird that lingers, a clock landing on 5:17, and the clean scent of rain at an unexpected hour. These signs are heaven's way of making sure your heart can read the map without strain. A stranger will offer you a simple kindness that lands like a steady chair after a long walk. Receive it as confirmation, not as coincidence. Confirmation stabilizes the bridge you already crossed. Old loops may try a quiet return, rehearsing their lines like actors hoping for another scene. Interrupt them with the 5-breath reset and watch your shoulders drop as the script loses its power. You are the author who retires tired characters. Write 3 promises to yourself about the way you will be treated going forward. Keep the paper in your wallet where ordinary life reaches for it. Promises kept in quiet places become bright policies in public rooms. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. A modest opportunity will walk in without noise and stand patiently in good light. It will not ask you to shrink or to sprint beyond your peace. It will scale with you because it respects your rhythm. Speak once with clarity and then let your documentation carry the echo. Pressure tactics will fall away from you like dull hooks from clean cloth. You walk with clean cloth now. Your heart is calibrating to sustainable rest that strengthens your judgment. Rest is not laziness here, it is strategy that protects accuracy. Favor prefers rooms where accuracy lives. Close your evening with a brief debrief that keeps your compass honest. Name 1 win, 1 lesson, and 1 boundary you honored. Fold the page and let your nervous system sleep under a calm roof. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Prepare for a conversation by choosing only necessary sentences. Necessary sentences carry quiet power and clear edges. Truth requires fewer words than fear. Bless your home with deliberate touch and measured attention. Open a window, smooth a table, and pause at the threshold like a faithful guard. Invite peace to stay and dismiss chaos like an old tenant whose lease has ended. Your name is returning to the right lips for the right reasons. Reputation is being rebuilt where it was mishandled, brick by careful brick. You will feel the difference when doors open without suspicion. Make 3 declarations that fit you like tailored armor. I choose clarity, I keep my pace, I honor my direction. Wear these silently and watch how rooms behave differently. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Set a gentle filter for friendship that keeps your circle honest and kind. Alignment over intensity, consistency over spectacle, reciprocity over performance. When people meet these measures, ease arrives like soft light. Strengthen your body with small, faithful movements that honor your future. Stretch the back of your heart, walk until your breath feels loyal, and keep a quiet covenant with hydration and sleep. A clear body helps a clear spirit drive. Let regret finish its sentence and then escort it to the door. It becomes resolve when you refuse to rehearse shame. Speak to yourself as you would to a cherished friend who finally came home. Tend to your money with calm stewardship and simple math. List your dues, pay the smallest first to build momentum, and give your future an appointment on your calendar. Peace loves a plan. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Your creativity is waking like a room filling with windows. Write a paragraph, hum a melody, or sketch a line that feels like a path. Do one brave thing that has your real signature on it. Guard your attention like a rare instrument that must not be scratched. Prune your feeds, silence needless notifications, and choose the courage of being slow. Presence is the currency that buys back your life. Paperwork and signatures begin to align in your favor without strain. Spelling is correct, dates are clean, and the right stamp lands where it belongs. You will feel the administrative wind shift toward ease. You are held, guided, and seen as you step into the next honest hour. What once demanded panic now receives silence and a closed door. Proceed like someone who trusts their steps because their steps are blessed. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The rhythm of your day is learning a new song that starts gentle and ends strong. You will notice your shoulders staying low even when old alarms try to rise. Ease is not laziness here, it is expertise arriving on time. People who once measured you by rumors will have to recalibrate. Your consistent peace will become the proof that outlives their opinions. You will not chase correction because truth is already walking beside you. Choose a corner of your space and let it become a small promise to yourself. Keep it clear, keep it kind, and let it remind you that order is possible. The world listens differently to people who keep one faithful corner. When you speak your name in your own voice, the room understands your intention. Your tone is becoming a signature that cannot be forged. That signature opens calm doors you were always meant to enter. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. There is paperwork that once felt like a maze that now becomes a straight hallway. Dates align, signatures match, and the right approval lands like a soft stamp. You will feel the moment when effort turns into momentum. A friend will mirror back your growth with one sincere sentence. Receive it as confirmation that your inner work is visible without performance. Visibility without performance is the freedom your heart asked for. Your mornings will stop bargaining with dread and begin partnering with design. A short list, a quiet prayer, and a single brave step will become your pattern. Patterns build bridges that feet can trust. If a memory tries to recruit you back into apology patterns, respond with quiet boundaries. Boundaries are the clean edges that keep your value from spilling. Clean edges invite clean relationships. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Honor your rest as part of the mission, not the absence of it. Rest restores accuracy, and accuracy wins rooms where noise used to rule. Your schedule is learning to breathe with you instead of against you. You will meet a gentle opportunity that does not compete for your attention. It will align with your pace and speak your language of calm growth. Agreement will feel like floorboards that do not creak. A small financial knot will loosen because you chose clarity over avoidance. You will read the fine print and find relief inside the actual numbers. Relief grows when the light stays on. Tend to your body as if it were the trusted vehicle of a long journey. Stretch the parts that hold courage, feed the parts that hold focus, and rest the parts that carry history. Your future thanks you with steadiness. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The room where decisions happen will feel kinder because you arrived with quiet authority. Authority without aggression makes others breathe easier. Rooms remember the people who make breathing easier. You will bless someone in a way you once needed and never received. That gift will close an old loop and free your hands to build new things. Freedom is the feeling of hands that are finally unoccupied. Let go of the schedule that belonged to a version of you who lived in survival. You are writing a new calendar that respects your energy and protects your peace. Protection is not isolation here, it is intelligent love. Keep a small envelope labeled with the word forward. Place inside it one note each day naming a step you took. That envelope will become proof during any future storm that you kept moving. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Night will fold its quiet over you like a gentle cloak and your room will remember the sound of peace. Let the floor hold your weight and the air forgive your lungs for bracing so long. Tomorrow will recognize you by your steadiness. Let your planning be light but honest, like a map sketched with confident lines. Mark one priority that protects your peace and one step that advances your purpose. 2 faithful moves can carry a whole day. If resistance shows up disguised as busyness, greet it with clarity instead of speed. Clarity cancels the illusion of urgency and returns your time to you. Your calendar is learning your language. You will witness a reversal where your name was kept out of reach. The locked drawer will open and the file will reflect the truth you've been living. Quiet vindication will arrive without a trumpet. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Choose what you feed your mind the way a caretaker chooses fuel for a trusted vessel. Read light that strengthens, listen to words that lift, and decline the diet of noise. Strong inputs build clean outputs. Someone from the past may ping your boundary to test old entrances. Let the gate be kind and firm, because kindness without firmness invites chaos. Firmness without cruelty is love in a mature form. A shelved project will return with better timing and cleaner lines. What once felt heavy now feels precise because you have become precise. Precision makes progress feel like a glide instead of a grind. Stand at a window and imagine new horizon lines drawing themselves with your steps. The line moves when you move, and the view expands with each faithful footfall. Expansion does not need an audience to be real. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Keep your words aligned with your values so they travel clean and land safely. Necessary sentences, honest tone, and a pace that respects breath will carry you far. Rooms change temperature when such words arrive. Organize the numbers that once made your chest tighten. List inflow and outflow, label dates, and greet reality with a steady gaze. Truth in numbers becomes relief in days. Curate your circle with the courage of someone who knows the cost of leakage. Reciprocity becomes the rule, consistency becomes the standard, and joy becomes the common language. You will feel your nervous system relax around such people. Close your evening by blessing the next sunrise with 3 quiet intentions. Name peace, name accuracy, and name timely favor. Fold those names into your pillow and sleep under their promise. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Your steps are syncing with a quiet rhythm that does not rush or hesitate. You will feel time cooperating with you instead of cornering you. Cooperation is the new climate around your life. Old fears are shrinking to fit their true size, no longer stretched across the whole sky. They become small clouds that drift without demanding your attention. Your gaze returns to the road that welcomes you. Choose one sentence that will be your anchor for today and write it where your eyes return. Let it be steady, simple, and loyal to your peace. Loyal words train wandering thoughts to come home. The places that once took more than they gave are releasing your name. You are stepping through doors that match your posture and your pace. Matching is the new measure that guards your energy. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Your work is beginning to mirror your inner order with clean lines and honest timing. Tasks are landing in the right sequence the way birds find their formation. Formation turns effort into travel. A conversation that once required armor will now require only clarity. Clarity carries itself without noise and does not negotiate with confusion. You will speak once and the room will understand. Keep a small notebook for timely confirmations that arrive like soft knocks. Write the time, the sign, and the feeling that accompanied it. Patterns appear when attention is kind. You will notice a modest door that opens without fanfare and fits you precisely. Precision is a relief that lets your shoulders stay low. Relief is proof that alignment has entered the room. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Your finances are learning the language of stewardship and peace. Honest numbers calm the body more than guesses ever could. Calm bodies make better choices. Friendship will show itself in consistency that does not ask you to shrink. Consistency is a gift that keeps days from wobbling. You will recognize it by how your nervous system exhales. Let your evenings end with 3 lines that honor what you kept, what you released, and what you will no longer carry. This ritual closes the day like a door with a secure latch. Latches help dreams rest undisturbed. When early light returns, meet it as someone who belongs to the morning. Belonging removes the habit of bracing for impact. Mornings become allies that escort you forward. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. The next hours will feel like clean weather moving through your schedule. You will sense time stretching just enough to let accuracy breathe. Accuracy will turn small steps into strides you can trust. Tasks will begin to line up as if they were waiting for you to stand in this steadier center. You will act without rushing and finish without fraying. Completion will sound like a soft click instead of a loud cheer. Release old titles that were glued to survival and keep only what tells the truth. Your identity will feel lighter when it is not carrying obsolete badges. Lightness will make room for real strength. Set a 1-minute window of quiet before each new task. Breathe, align, and let your next action come from peace instead of pressure. Peace will escort the action to its right outcome. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Your name will be spoken in the right rooms for the right reasons. Endorsement will arrive as calm alignment rather than noisy hype. Alignment lasts longer than applause. An old invitation may return with better timing and better terms. Read it with unhurried eyes and let your body tell you what your mind already knows. Where your breath stays open, your yes can live. Create a simple folder called Harvest and collect proofs of favor. Save the email, the message, the receipt, and the quiet wins that once slipped by. Harvest reminds memory that good has weight. A small brave choice today will compound into steadiness next week. You will notice decisions no longer wobble when principle holds the hinge. Hinges that hold make doors quiet. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Let evening meet you with soft light and an uncluttered table. Place your phone face down and let presence take the first seat. Presence will teach your thoughts how to sit without pacing. If anger surfaces like heat under the ribs, treat it as weather with a purpose. Stretch, write 3 clean lines, and put the page away. Purpose turns heat into fuel instead of smoke. Carry yourself with a posture that tells your nervous system you belong. Shoulders low, jaw easy, breath steady like a reliable drum. Belonging dissolves the reflex to explain. Your numbers continue to learn honesty without fear. Simple lists, clear dates, and small payments build a path you can walk with shoes untied. Relief grows where avoidance used to live. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. You will meet someone whose pace matches your own. Conversation will feel like level ground with no hidden slopes. Ease will be the proof, not intensity. Decline drama with a dignity that does not bruise anyone. Your no will sound like a door closing with a clean latch. Clean latches keep rooms kind. Craft one sentence that carries your standard into every room. I move with peace, I choose clarity, I keep my pace. Let that sentence be your silent badge. Sleep will take you like steady arms when the day is done. Dreams will sort files you no longer need to carry awake. Morning will return your keys with quiet confidence. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. The path ahead greets you with even ground and a horizon that does not flinch. What once felt like a test now feels like training that finally makes sense. Your pace is honest, your breath is loyal, and the day agrees with you. Keep your attention like a lantern with clean glass. Wipe away the fog of old narratives that tried to borrow your eyes. Clear vision turns ordinary corridors into appointed passages. A letter of favor is forming in a place you cannot see yet. You will recognize it by the way peace arrives before the message does. Peace is the courier that never loses the envelope. Let your words be few and your actions exact. Exactness is kindness to your future because it wastes nothing. You are becoming a steward of moments instead of a collector of noise. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. A gentle opportunity will ask for a yes that does not injure your boundaries. It will come with clarity rather than flattery and with timing rather than pressure. Your body will tell you the truth before any sentence finishes. Remember the chair of rest that waits for you when your tasks are done. Sit like someone whose value never depended on how much they carried. Rest teaches the room that you trust the foundations you laid. Choose a window and let light mark your next intention. Speak it once with your name and let it settle into the day like a seed that knows its soil. Seeds do not argue their future, they grow it. If a familiar sadness arrives, honor it and then give it a place outside your decisions. Give it water, give it breath, but do not give it steering. Steering now belongs to peace and aligned priorities. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Small administrative threads will tie themselves neatly because you chose order over urgency. Dates align, proofs arrive, and signatures match like patient puzzle pieces. Completion appears without spectacle and stays without strain. Your heart is learning the cost of unnecessary explanations and choosing silence instead. Silence is not absence here, it is shelter for what matters most. Under shelter, truth gathers strength. Make room for softness that does not apologize. Softness is not a weakness when it guards sacred things. Guarding sacred things is the quiet bravery that outlasts adrenaline. Walk past the doors that demand you earn your belongings. You belong where alignment greets you without a test. The right rooms will lower their noise when you enter because peace commands attention. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. There will be a sentence you write today that feels like a key. Keep it where your eyes return and let it unlock the next corridor when the moment comes. Keys work best in calm hands. Your friendships are clarifying into circles that can hold both your growth and your quiet. Reciprocity becomes natural, and consistency becomes the shared language. Around such people, your nervous system rests like a well-tuned instrument. Tend to your resources with clear math and calm stewardship. Name your needs, mark your dates, and let the truth replace imagination. Truth is softer on the body than guessed. Let evening arrive like a kind librarian closing the day's chapter. Return what does not belong to tomorrow and keep only the pages that still serve. The book will be there when morning asks for it. Type Amen to get blessing 4343.